Joining. This will be quick. I just want to kind of explain something. So last week, we started our Advent series, and I had explained how because I'm preaching this Sunday, I normally don't do a video. And what I did is I was going to switch peace with joy because we did hope last week, and then we were going to do joy and then peace and then love, kind of do it backwards. Well, whenever I was working on the sermon for my church, which is on joy, I figured I could just take a portion of that and do it on the live stream because it's a lot shorter on the live stream. I just do it a little different. I don't go into as much detail with some things. And whenever I was trying to do that, I was having a really hard time trying to figure out how I was going to make it smaller and cut what I was going to cut off and what I wasn't going to say and I started getting very frustrated. Ironically, I'm talking about that in my sermon, and I started getting frustrated, and I was literally throwing my joy out the window trying to write two sermons on joy. And so in that moment, I stopped and I just said, okay, God, like, what do I do here? How do I do this video for the live stream out of my sermon that I've written for the church? And I just felt like the Lord was like, Carie, why are you doing both? And I was like, "Oh, okay." So, what I've decided to do is that I am not doing the video for the live stream. Instead, my husband, I've already talked to him, he's going to tag me in my sermon on Sunday so that it'll come across on Facebook. And it'll be live because it's through our church. So I'll be preaching on that on Sunday. He'll tag me. We usually start preaching around 11. You welcome to join us for worship too. It's really good. So, but if you don't go to our church, you're welcome to do that. You can rewatch it later. And then for those of you that watch on YouTube, I'm going to figure out how to get the sermon on there. I'm going to figure this out. Pray for me. I've chopped some videos before and done some of this before. So I'm going to figure out how to get on YouTube as well. But I just wanted to sincerely apologize to you guys because I thought that I could do this and I realized that it was just too much. And this is why I normally don't do the Friday video if I'm preaching on Sunday because I just think it's too much. I have kids. I have a life outside of this too, so it's difficult. But it's cool how God works because in all of this, and here I go, I'm gonna start preaching. But in all of this, what's interesting is I recently judged someone for not doing something that they said that they were going to do, and I was really upset about it, and whenever all of this came up, the I got to a point where I realized that I was doing the exact same thing. Now, I mean, it was an accident and there's grace and all that, and I hope you guys can forgive me, and it's really not this huge deal, but still God brought that back to my mind, and he was like, "Harry, just like this person needs grace, just like you need grace, this person also needs grace." And I was like, "Wow, that's interesting how God will teach us in those moments, right?" When maybe I wasn't listening clearly last week, maybe I got overzealous. I get excited and I want to preach more. I said I do both. I thought it would be good and my intentions were good, just like that other person's intentions were probably good, but I was still judging them for not doing what they said. So, anyway, there's just a little tidbit that you guys can hold on to. But I will be on next Friday at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. I always want to say Central Standard Time because that's what everybody says, but Mountain Time. And we will be discussing peace. So, again, it's still going to be backwards. I'm doing joy this week. I'm doing it in the sermon. Like I said, Nathan will tag me in it so that it'll come across on my feed. I'll also have him tag me on the BGP Ministries Facebook page if you watch from there. And then we will somehow figure out how to get it on YouTube for you guys. So thank you guys for understanding. Thank you for the grace. I love all you guys. I hope you're having a good Christmas season. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Have a great week. Bye.